Are you filming me?
Actually I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, we did an exterior walk around on the rig, in Milledgeville about a month ago. So...
We did.
Yeah.
You did.
Well, you helped. So I thought maybe it would be a good time to, do some interior description too. And I thought I'd hold the camera and you'd do the descriptions.
Perfect.
All right, so...
Where would you like to start?
How about the bed area, or the upper bed area there? You want to show folks what's going on up there and talk about the bed and that TV that you love so much?
Want me to get up there and lay down and do it?
I don't think that's for the general audience. No.
Okay, fine.
No.
Do you want me to get up and show the TV?
Yeah. Well, let's go over and show them all there is about the bed area and stuff like that.
Here's our TV.
Yeah. What kind of TV is that?
Digital.
Yeah.
And there's an antenna up on the roof.
That looks like a giant...
Looks like a big...
Frisbee.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes. People think that we're like... I don't know. On a reconnaissance mission.
Yeah.
So we've gotten anywhere from 0 to 40 channels depending on where we've been.
Right.
We know how much I like TV.
Yeah, so that gets folded most of the time. But...
It is good for the news and weather if we can get it.
Right.
If we can get it.
Right.
It's a full-size bed.
Yep.
2 windows.
Yeah.
On opposite ends of the bed.
Area.
No window up in the front.
Hey, why don't you take that ladder down and put it up so people can see how to get up in the bed?
We do store the ladder up here during the day because it does kind of get in the way.
Yep.
Pretty much only use it when we're getting up there to go to bed at night.
Right.
Because can't really hop up there.
Yep.
We have little cubbies up in the end
Yeah.
of the coach there. We can store our Kindles, glasses, things like that.
Right.
There's a 12-volt fan over in the corner, for circulation and white noise at night if we need it. It's a fantastic fan up above.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to work that as well as John does.
Well, it's just, we have a remote for it, and you can change the direction of the airflow from either drawing air in or pushing air out. And it works pretty good. It's fairly quiet. It adds a little white noise too if you want it to. Why don't you tell them about the mattress in the pseudo box spring area? You don't have to show it to them, but you can tell them.
Well, we have a mattress pad up on top. It's a, I don't know, we had them on our beds.
Memory foam
mattress pad, along with the mattress.
Yep.
Just to give it a little extra.
Right.
And
then the Froley.
Oh, right. And then it comes with a Froley system, which usually it started off being people would use it in marine
applications.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, on boats, things like
Right.
that, to keep air circulation underneath. It gives a little more comfort.
Comfort and support.
Yes. to
Right.
the bed.
Excellent. And a neat ladder.
Yes, a neat ladder. Would you like to see me go up the
Yeah.
ladder?
You know how I feel about that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. I can come up here and go to sleep. Oh,
Not with your shoes on.
no, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah. Have you ever bumped your head up there?
Once or twice.
Really?
Yeah.
What-
Hi, guys.
Well, that's good.
Nap.
That was a really good introduction. Why don't you come down and we'll do the kitchen part.
Isn't it nap time?
No. So that was pretty cool about the bed area. Why don't we talk about, the pass-through and how that all came to be and what's in there and etc.
Well, the pass-through is, it's got a curtain here, or we can hang a blanket, which we do sometimes, depending on what the weather's like.
To keep the warmth in here,
Yes.
as opposed to into the cab.
And I think in the summertime this will come into play probably, because to try to keep the heat from the front of the cab
Yeah.
going into the back there, because,
And I think some people use Reflectex for that area too, don't they?
They might, I don't know, I haven't
Yeah.
really done that much research on it.
So where you're sitting now, originally, this is a crew cab vehicle, so where you're sitting now originally had 2 seats.
Yes.
And the platform was built so we could do what? Put the
We have some understorage that we store our maps and things like that underneath of it.
Yep.
We have a 70-quart ARB dedicated freezer here
Yep.
for all of our frozen foods, obviously.
Yep.
That we will keep packed, especially if we're going out into the back country.
Yep.
Normally we'll kind of store our backpacks in here, the camera gear, things like that,
Yep.
rather than putting them up in cabinets or trying to find space in the back here.
Yep. Sounds good. All right, why don't you come on out and we'll do the refrigerator and kitchen and all that. Yeah, let's see what's in it too.
Fridge has
Any
got a
goodies in it?
lockable. It is lockable. Right now it's kind of empty.
Yep.
We're going to get ready to fill it up tomorrow before we head out of here. No freezer here, so it's all dedicated refrigerator space. We can actually fit quite a bit of stuff in here.
Cool. And it locks, so
And it does lock, so if you don't lock it when you're traveling,
Yep.
it will open.
And one note about both the refrigerator and the freezer, they're both 12 volt, so.
There you go.
Yep.
We have a nice cutting board here.
Yep.
Look how nice and clean.
Yep. Nice. All right, well, let's come on out and why don't you talk a little bit about the kitchen itself and storage and all of that stuff.
Kitchen cabinets. This is our media kind of cabinet, stationary. Lots of storage in there. 2 more cabinets here. Like I showed you, they are lockable. You definitely need to make sure you lock them when you're traveling, otherwise they will open and things will spill out.
It is amazing, isn't it, how if you stood back here the first day and something was, let's say, in the cabinet and it wasn't latched, you don't really assume that it's going to make that big a deal when you're driving. But if it isn't all locked down,
yes, as soon as we pull away, we know. Didn't lock something up.
First braking or first corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Windows here. We also can open our windows. Get some air in. Both of them open.
Yep.
We have shades that we can pull down for nighttime.
Hey, why don't you pull those down all the way? That actually is better lighting right there.
Okay.
It's for the kitchen.
Better lighting. We have another light underneath here.
Yeah. Nice.
For when we're working in the kitchen.
And they're all LED lights.
Yes, they are all LED.
Yeah.
We have a water filtration system here to filter our water.
One is, one isn't, right?
Right. This is the water filtration. This is just the regular faucet.
Yeah.
Small sink. It's not huge. 3 drawers over here. Silverware.
Kitchen items.
Yep. Things like that.
Yep.
Control panel down there.
Yep. With a electric shutoff in red.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another cabinet here for more storage.
What was gonna go in that cabinet?
I guess the oven. We opted not to go with an oven, and we opted not to go with a microwave, which I'm not really quite sure.
The microwave, I think, either went where that cabinet is.
So
I don't know where the oven goes, but it's either oven, microwave, or vice versa. I think it's microwave on top, oven on the bottom. So I thought we would do a little bit more close up of things on the kitchen counter. We have a thermostat we added for real-time temperatures inside the freezer and the refrigerator. Here's the regular faucet Yvette was talking about, and then this is for drinking water. This has got the Culligan filter on it, little sink here. Why don't you tell me about the...
And then we have a 2-burner propane stove that we forgot to talk about.
Yeah. Works pretty well. We had a lot of tea on it and scrambled eggs so far.
So far, those are the things that we cook on it. Yeah. Grilled turkey sandwiches.
Yep. Oh, tea. You make a wicked grilled turkey sandwich too, by the way.
And eggs in the morning.
And eggs. She makes great eggs too.
Okay, storage.
Yep.
When you move from a house to a rig like this, you're only allowed a limited amount of things. We each got 4 bins for our clothing. That's it. Doesn't fit, you don't get it.
You want to take one, slide one out, and take a look at it?
Everything's nice and labeled.
Yep.
Here we have John's shirts.
Oh, jeez.
All in there.
And they're see-through, so you can kind of see a little bit of what's in the side.
They're labeled.
Yeah.
You know.
And I got nice labels on all of them, so it's a nice quick reference.
Yep. Extra toilet paper here. Yep. Little medicine cabinet up there. Got a nice little
dry erase board. Yeah. So that closet originally, back up for just a second. That closet originally from Provan is a standard hang your clothes type closet.
I forgot that.
So there's no shelves in it. So if anybody wants to build a rig, you need to consider your space carefully. And for us, as you can tell, we're not the type that are using a lot of clothes that hang up. So our better option we thought would be to do it with shelves so we could store things like this.
Right, you can get a lot more in there. I mean, I used to hang my t-shirts up at home.
Now we roll them.
Now we roll them, exactly.
Yeah.
Extra storage space up here, bags and paper towels, tissues, dry goods, things like that we keep up there.
Yeah.
And then we lock them all.
Yeah, and that's the habit we're trying to get into.
Extra shelves down here for things as well.
And that lower one doesn't open up because it's part of the furnace, I guess,
the
issue.
heat system,
Yep.
yes.
So it's just a fixed door. So without backing up too much, so this is the bathroom door she's got her hands on too. So this is a pretty standard Tiger bathroom, with the exception of that is a compost toilet, hence no black water tank. And they call it a wet a wet bathroom because there's also a shower in there.
Tucked up around the corner.
Yeah.
There's a shower that you can get in there right
Yeah.
now. It's holding my laundry bag for now.
The two options we added to this were, one was the window. The second was, I think that was the vent, was an option here. We have a little medicine cabinet.
Actually, it's a pretty deep medicine cabinet.
Yeah.
You can get quite a bit of stuff in there.
Right. But anyway, when we're at a campground, we don't tend to use this as much if we have other facilities, just to conserve our own resources on it. So that's the bathroom.
There we go. So here we have the panel for pretty much everything in the coach, but John's got to explain that.
All right. So the first panel that we have is, it's basically a status panel on the top that gives us the status of the batteries in terms of their capacities and voltage and amperage, etc. Then the next panel down here is a tank and battery monitor. So you can just press it and find out where your battery is. We don't have any fresh water, so it would be 0. We don't have any gray water tank contents, so that's 0. Black water also is open, because we don't utilize a black water tank in this truck. We utilize a compost toilet. Or what I like is the LPG monitor, so we know how much propane percentage-wise we have left. The next thing down is the S-bar thermostat, which basically runs our furnace. You can see, I don't know if you can see it on the video camera or not, it says heater stopped, check heater. Basically, if you wanted to start it, you just press it again or just adjust the thermostat. But this was the furnace that gave us a little bit of a problem, but it wasn't because of the furnace per se. It's just we wanted certain ducting done to it, and where we wanted a duct to go into the shower compartment, and it didn't work out, and it basically there was some back pressure and in an overheat situation. The next item down here probably is familiar with a lot of overlanders, is the inverter switch, on-off switch. Then we have a pump heater and a tank heater switch on the bottom if it gets cold, and we have water on board in the tank and in the system. We can put these on to hopefully keep them from freezing overnight. All right, so why don't you tell everybody about the rest of this part of the coach, where the couch is. And
okay, so here we have a couch.
Yep.
You can make this into a bed.
Yep.
But you remove this cushion, we remove this cushion, come over here, you pull this out. So
yeah,
it's pretty much like a twin size bed.
Right, in the
when
back,
you really make it up.
in the back of this ends up, when you pull it out, it ends up flat, and this part comes over here. So you have it's really a good sized bed.
It's like a twin size bed.
Yeah.
Down here is the switch for the generator.
Right, on off switch for the gen.
Right, and then
And this is your that white box down there, that white panel is your favorite item right there.
That I always hit.
Yeah, it's the propane detector in case we have a leak. Then we have some
Right.
outlets and some cigarette
outlets.
lighter type storage.
There's more storage underneath here.
Yep.
Those remove.
Yep.
So whatever we store under there, a lot
Yeah.
of it's paper goods, things like
But
that. We also have here in the floor a plate because we have a table base that you can utilize here.
Yep.
But I have to say that if we had to do it again, I never would have gotten it
Yeah.
because we only had it installed, I think, the first night.
Yeah.
I think it's just too much of a pain.
Right. It doesn't. I think if it was someone who is single, and I don't think we're voicing this like it was good for everybody, but if I was a single guy or there was a single gal, a table might work. But man, once you put it in, number one, you have to take it down every time you utilize that bed.
Or you want to get under there for storage or
Yeah.
anything like that. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a pain.
Right. Right.
And,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. We haven't gotten rid of it.
Yeah.
We still have it stored
Yeah.
underneath
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So
We're not sure
you never
what we're
know.
gonna do
We
with
might
it.
keep it, but
Yep.
probably not.
Yep. If anybody wants to buy it, maybe they should make
Exactly.
us an offer.
Talk to us.
Yep.
So here, I mean, again, windows and screens. These windows all open.
Yeah. They're nice blinds, but they're not, as you can see, they're not total light blocking either.
No, and I thought I would have a little more of an issue with them at
You've been
night,
pretty good about
but
that, though.
I haven't really
Yeah.
had an issue with it not being
Yeah.
dark enough
Right.
in here.
Right.
So they go up. We also have another fan over here,
Yep. Which we're having an issue with.
which we're having an issue with.
Yep.
More cabinet space.
Yep. More bins.
More bins. I mean,
Yep.
4 bins are in there. Plus, we have more storage farther back to
Yep.
store things. So you do get a lot of storage. I don't
Yep.
think. You know, way more.
Nice. Very nice.
From
And you're a
the
pretty
stairs.
good organizer, so that's come up. That's come really. I mean, we fit more stuff in here, I think, than we thought we could fit.
Yes.
So.
I mean, we spent a couple weeks organizing it and
Yep.
still fine-tuning it.
Yep.
It's still not completely organized the way I'd like, but
Right.
we're getting there.
Yep. All right. So then the last thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to bring our audience over here, is this side panel. There is a carbon monoxide smoke detector here. Underneath here, there's a smoke detector. We have the Jensen stereo system here. The other item down here is just our water heater, on-off switch and status light. And we added a indoor-outdoor thermometer that the outdoor sensor is actually hooked to our turtleback trailer, so we always know what the outside temperature and inside temperature is relative to anything else in the area. So, and that pretty much wraps it up, other than the door. And it has a screen on it. You want to move your bag?
Nice.
Yep. Which is nice. It has a nice access panel. I think these are kind of standard RV doors with the sliding access panel there, so you can handle it, which is nice. I usually cook outside and handle stuff, and that should wrap it up. So you got anything to say for the folks?
No, I think I'm good.
Alrighty. Well,
Thanks, guys.
thanks, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. Leave your comments down below.